Coach Lamont. We are year 8, season 8.
Season 8. Well, 8th year, but 7th season because of COVID. The year we would have won it, COVID, I'm telling you, we were stacked.
I got you. I'm a believer.
Yeah.
I believe you guys on the way up. So, another Ram Madness. I know your counterpart is new here, and so he has pretty much a whole new team, but you guys are kind of going neck for neck, it seems like, in new players.
Pretty much. We brought in 9 new players, brought in a couple of girls from the CIAA that actually won a championship at Lincoln for their leadership and their winning ability. Then we brought in some transfers. So I'm pretty excited about the team. The chemistry has been amazing, and just seeing them like flow and gel together has been good.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it seems like you were able to get a lot of young ladies from a lot of different places.
Yeah.
Talk about taking that and trying to mold that into one cohesive unit as you guys get ready for the season.
So the main thing, even though people were coming from all over, was the personalities. We wanted to make sure we brought in some people that had some grit, that had some fight about them, because that's the one thing you can't keep teaching is how to be fighting and how to be gritty. But we also wanted people that believed in the team aspect. So we're pretty excited about that. Each young lady brings something totally different to the table. We brought in a point guard. We also brought in some post players that can help us out. We have a transfer from Allen, Zion, big, strong girl in the paint. And then, of course, the post player from Lincoln and Maya. She's a rebounding specialist. So I'm pretty excited with the different pieces we brought in. Brought in 2 shooters. One comes from Indiana, that's the shooting state. And then the other one came from a junior college in Maryland, but she graduated high school in North Carolina when she won her state championship in Salisbury. So other than that, we're pretty excited about the people we have.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And also, you add a new addition on your staff, too.
Yes.
Talk about that and what he's brought to the table.
Oh, yeah. Pretty excited about Coach Michael Moses. He was at A&T last year. I actually met him some years back. He was a high school coach. And when we had a position open up, I wanted to hire him, but he ended up going to Western Kentucky. And so we always stayed in touch. And I knew he would be a great addition, really good guard coach. He's also a really good recruiter. Got a lot of kids on the campus right now. They're in the top 5 in our state. And so that's been very helpful. Already got a couple of commitments. And so we're just moving forward.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Look at your schedule. You guys trying to go D1. I see Elon. I see High Point.
Yeah.
And then those guys over in East Greensboro.
Yeah, they call them NCAT now instead of A&T. So, NCAT, that's what I'm going to call them. That sounds like a test more than it does a university. But yeah, so we really were not trying to play this many D1s. Only wanted to play 2. And what happened is the last minute, A&T called and was like, hey, let's play. We lost out on the opportunity. And as much as I wanted to say no, I had to remember the rivalry that we have. And I was like, oh, gosh, we'll play you. I'm probably regretting it now because we need to scrimmage against somebody else so we can stop going up against ourselves so I can see where we are. But go figure, the first school we're going to play against is Elon. Yeah. Big old bodies.
No doubt. Well, CIAA is, obviously never a pushover in women's basketball. The reigning champs of Fayetteville State, they're still here.
Mm-hmm.
What is it going to take for you guys to take that step forward and make the championship run that I know that a lot of people are waiting on?
Yeah, I think it starts with us. It has nothing to do with all the other teams and what they have and what they've brought in. It all starts with us. Last year, if you look at those games we lost at the very end, it was the 4th quarter that killed us. And it was because I, as a coach, didn't have the cohesiveness with my team. I should have did a better job. And so I take full responsibility for that. But this season, I've been very strategic on everything we do, how we work out, what we do, how do we talk. We have this thing we do called vitamins. And every girl got to take their vitamins before they come out here on the court. So, with that, every game matters. And so we're not looking ahead. We're taking it one day at a time. We got to win the day. And so right now, if we win the day, then we'll be playing on that championship game on March the 1st.
Gotcha. So you talked about your shirt a little bit. Tell us about the significance of your shirt and this year as a whole.
Yep, this is the CIAA 50th anniversary shirt. Ironically, we are celebrating 50 years of women basketball players and, playing in the CI. Ironically, I was a part of the CI when we played in the 25th. And I joked about it because I was also there. I'm telling you. And I was also there when the men celebrated their 50th. So, just seeing this come into fruition where I was a part of it in the 25th and now I'm a part of the 50th. I mean, that's amazing. How many people can write that story? So I'm excited about this shirt. I'm excited about the season and the year that we can literally have, celebrating the 50th anniversary with a championship.
talking about women's basketball, obviously the university just suffered a big loss. Stinson Conley, who was
Yep.
a championship basketball player, and then a longtime coach and professor, just passed away this week. I know you two were close. Could you kind of tell me a little bit about your relationship with him and what he's meant to you in this program?
I met Stinson Conley 29 years ago, my freshman year, and it was because of Dr. Felder. They both were in charge of the sports management program, and I was a sport management major. So they were yin and yang. You know, Dr. Felder was like your mama that's just yelling and fussing at you, and Coach Conley was that cool, calm, collective person. And so, you know, with him, when you made him mad, oh, he got on you. You had to turn your paperwork in. And so for the longest, I want to say my first 2 years, I didn't even realize he was the women's head coach because he never talked about it. He was always humble, you know, tall, gentle giant. And then my junior years when I found out that he was the head women's basketball coach right before my coach, which was Deborah Clark. So, you know, when Coach Conley retired, he came to my office and let me know he was retiring, was excited that I had gotten the job because he was the first alum coaching women's basketball. And then I'm the second alum. And then I also play for the women's team. But, you know, I was able to go over and see him and say my goodbyes on Tuesday before he transitioned. So, you know, it's kind of hard when you lose people that mean so much to you, especially when you were in your youth, because him and Dr. Felder, you know, they molded me into the woman that I became because those guys were like my father figures when I was here on campus. So, you know, that's a pivotal loss when you look at it from the sport management program, but also from like a life program. They taught us so much. You know, we took trips when I was here. You know, we would go to different conferences, and so being able to see Coach Conley outside of his job was just interesting. He was funny, man. He was funny. Yeah.
No doubt. And yeah, what you look at this season? What's gonna be the word that you hope that defines this team?
Resilient. Resiliency. No matter what happened, you know, being able to bounce back. You know, I gave all the girls a box. We have this lunch box that we're all toting when they come to practice. And in the lunch box has different things inside of it. And one is a green ball, and it's the resiliency ball. And I tell them every time something happens, you have to bounce back. You can't hold on to stuff too long. You got to bounce back. And I don't think we did a good job of that last year, but I know we're going to do it this year. We're going to be resilient.